Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakarash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Salutations to the holy elect out there, Christians work, sincerity and deed. We are the great millstone of Chicago. And we're coming at y'all with some more of it. Whoever got it, bring it out.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Okay, what we got going on? We got a big ass fucking chemical cloud over Ohio, which is going to get worse because it just snowed last night all around the Midwest. So whatever the hell came out, it's on the ground now, so a lot of people end up getting sick. It's like there's a different plane coming out every fucking week, whether it be in Indonesia, all right, Thailand, you know, it's just new shit popping up every day. Somehow monkeypox disappeared.
It sure did.
Well, what else? It's a new strand.
H5N1.
Yeah, all that goofy ass shit.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Yeah, COVID-19 disappeared, but they still trying to push the medicine.
Right.
Right, even though it's, you know, I think in May he declared that it was over. But anyway, it's going to declare officially or something to
The Delta V.
you know.
The Delta V.
That, as far as that the big thing that happened in Ohio, it was a lot of them, but the first one that happened, when they, you know, they purposely poured the stuff out on the ground in containers that hadn't been reached, and they emptied them all, so that they didn't get rid of them. Then the fire department came and put 1 million gallons of water on it. Now that water washed into the sewers, right to the Ohio River, and I spread to all the water supplies.
Connects to the Mississippi.
It connects to the Ohio River connects to all major waterways.
Damn.
All right?
It's over.
So all of America is going to be affected by this. The Lord has to come soon. There'll be no flesh left to save.
Somebody get that.
Animals are dying in droves, man. There was a guy had a red pickup truck, an F-150. Someone mentioned it, and I actually happened to see the video yesterday. But he came out, it was Yasharala was talking about it in the other day. But there was a guy who had a red F-150, and he was short. There was all these bubbles on his car, and he was pulling it. Basically, his paint is pulling off his car.
Yeah, he was talking about
The rain was making the paint come off his car.
It's like acid rain.
So it was some serious toxins in that paint. I mean, in the air now. So that's going to have a major effect on you know, the foods, the crop, the water, the air, everything. So we really have contaminated water, air, and food. So there's just going to be more and more sickness, more and more people dying. And there's been more and more food places being destroyed, not only in America, but overseas as well. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, what are people going to see? And then, you know, that all of a sudden, it's a coincidence that everybody trip and fall at the same damn time. You know, everywhere you look, shit. Everybody's falling and busting their ass.
Exactly.
Right? Well, you might want to look and see what the hell is on the ground. If everybody's tripping over something, you know, people just don't walk down the street and fall in. Unless they took the blood in.
This is the book of Matthew 24 and 22. It says, and except those days shall be short, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. Right, we have to have need deliverance from the so-called right. You know, we take it to Malachi 24. Hey, read the verse before that. Oh, read the verse before that, and then read that. This is the book of Matthew 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. See, this is the time we coming in, the time of great tribulation. You gotta understand that this self-proclaimed white man, Esau Edom, was the harbinger of death. That's why when you read the book of Revelations, I think it's in Revelations, saying he will destroy him that destroyed the earth, man. This man is hell-bent I would like the brother to talk and say, you know, if he can't play, I'm gonna just take my ball and leave. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, well, no, he on that. If I can't have it, nobody.
That's it.
Right.
All right, you know, 'cause Esau was, Jake and Esau handled stress and things differently.
Way different.
Because Jake is used to losing, all right, used to the curses. Esau is living these curses. These curses are on his red ass. All right, don't think that it's not. Don't think just because someone is still driving around in Mercedes and Range Rovers and stuff like that they doing well.
Oh, they definitely not.
It's the people that are making six figures are living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
Right? They're struggling. Right? And then a lot of them, just a short couple years ago, they were upper middle class. They were just a short couple years ago, they were upper middle class. Right? And you know what's funny, man? Upper middle class, they act worse than they actually is in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
They really are snob.
They snobby, but they call them
Because they can get their feet in the door and walk shoulder to shoulder with the elites. No, they're not elites. But a lot of them actually can make it internal so they can hang out in places with the elites.
Yeah, especially with all that crypto shit.
So and then they come back around, common everyday people, and their nose is high in the air. All right? But not so much no more, man. And then people in Americans collectively also are freaking out and panicking over all the shit that they're seeing. Almost every other video is like the collapse is imminent.
Right.
What I mean, it's just, and so it's not just us saying this. And a lot of these are people like what's his name? He just can't shut up now. Robert Kiyosaki. All right, I met that dude like 20-some years ago, man. All right, and I read his book. And I read his book, and then I met him. He's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, okay.
And now this dude won't stop talking about how this is it. It's the end.
Oh, wow.
Guys like Celente, although I believe most of the brothers believe Celente and Jake.
100%.
But as he's always talking about Preston's. And he's right. They aren't what do you call them? Commentators and press people and prostitutes because they give you news. And basically, they're not really giving you news. They give you
News
whatever
you can't
they
use.
They don't give you
News
they
you
give
can't
the
use.
prints out
I like
they
that.
were all sent.
Right.
Because anytime you have a small town Kentucky, small town North Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska, Chicago, and New York saying the same shit.
Right.
The exact identical thing. That means that everybody got the same emails. Everybody got the same printed thing that came out of the factory sheet. What they to read, what they're to say.
Right.
All right? They give interviews with loaded questions. The just perfect questions to ask the commentary, to ask the person they interview so that they don't rub in the toilet. Because everything is free. So, man, and then the average dumbass American, somebody get Isaiah 33:6. All right, because we know what's going on. We're not panicking. All right, but the average American, a lot of them are really panicking. Oh, the world is so crazy. It's like if I could, I will violate her trust if she's watching that. But if I can read you the messages that I got from the Ephraimite chick about ready to off herself, and how she just hates this world and she don't want to be here. She went from talking mad shit. I don't want to be here. They see the dystopian future. That makes us excited.
I was just
We're excited about this dystopian future. I'm excited about lawlessness and the blackouts and the lack of food and all that stuff. Yeah, right? Because somebody also wrote 2 News 1673. Because then you're going to learn who the Lord is with and who's not. And tell them the truth and who's not. Right?
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Right, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. You fear the Lord.
That's right.
You fear the Lord. That's what makes us do. Try our best to do right.
Come on.
All right, and serve him. and avoid certain things that we did when we were in the world before
right.
we woke up.
That's
I'll
right.
give you a prime example today, man. I got one of, and I just did a short little one of my little TikTok shorts, them little 2-3 minute hits. But I just did the little short, and I was talking about one of my students, man. And you know, and he a Jake, he's Southern King, and he's been around, you know, for quite a few years. But it's like he always take a hiatus. He gone for 4 months, gone for 5 months, gone for 6 months. Dude should be there purpose if he would just stayed. You know what I mean? But he been gone for 6 months, and he just came back, and he's been coming a lot lately. And you know, we talked, and I told him a lot of things a couple years ago. And this time when he came back, he was like, bro, man, fuck everything you said. I see that shit. I see it, man. This shit is happening. I said, I told you. So today, we the last two. Everybody's done, right? And so he, you know, he was wet in front of the sweat. So he goes to hit the shower. I'm cleaning the mats. He comes out the shower, and we start, you know, conversating. I'm getting dressed, getting ready to go. Come here. And so we chopping it up. And he asked me something about having multiple wives and adultery and fornication and all that. So I broke down the confusion between fornication and adultery, right? And then I explained to him too how, and I told him, I reminded him that now that you know this stuff, man, you're responsible accountable now. And then you know what? And he was always down to talk. Right then and there, I saw his whole countenance change. He was like, fuck. I don't want to talk about it.
Hold on. Who was on the line yesterday?
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He said,
Of course, so that was his homie.
He said, man, look, before you start talking about this shit, I want you to stop talking about this shit because I'm gonna feel bad about everything I know I'm about to do.
Wow, niggas.
Months, like 2 years later, he ran into this nigga. Now he a fucking Muslim.
Come on, man.
He said, you a Mexican Muslim.
Yeah.
Bruh.
There's a lot of them too.
No, it's a lot of them.
I know.
They be down on 75th in the mosque with the rest of the
Niggas, man.
rest of them niggas.
That's how you know they take, man.
FOI. So,
PS.
and you know what? And then think
bow
about
ties
it. They
on.
call themselves the fruit of Islam. Fruit meaning you the sperm sack, you the nut sackers. You know, I thought Islam was religion. Not a big ass giant dick that just got seeds everywhere.
That's a bad fruit.
You know,
That's your
right?
fruit.
You the FOI, how you do? So it's some dude named Islam that just got all these different things. You know?
Like this one dude,
Yeah, he
look
got-
like this one dude.
I
That shit.
was gonna say that nigga on the pump side. He was like, he respects Mike Tyson, but he don't fuck with him. He respects him as a fighter, but he don't fuck with him because he was like, the shit he doing on the real Muslim fuck with him. And so he was like, man, you doing blow, you doing all this shit, but you claim Islam. I said, no, I never cared to beat him. You know, and that's how you know, like Jake is full of shit. You know, Jake put on all these other coverings, but not the covering of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, man.
Yeah.
That they may add sin unto sin,
And
man.
we went into that on the line yesterday, and it's because, and you know, I always said, a Jake can be anything but an Israelite because anything else comes from unaccountability and no real requirement.
That's what it comes down
Your
to.
spirituality not tested. You're not arguing with this bitch on you going outside every Saturday. You know, you being around the brothers more than being in the house. Or, you know, you really just have the mindset to look, bitch, this shit can end any day right here, and we can just be out here in the woods.
Right, because
Like,
Jake don't. Hey, look,
No, go ahead.
like you said, Jake don't want accountability. And that's
Not at
what,
all.
And that's what ended our conversation. And then I reminded him, hey, you brought this up, bro.
Yep.
I said, you brought this up, but I told him, I said, you know what? I won't bother you with it. We won't talk about it no more. You know, because he really was like, I just told you, bro, you can't do that shit. But clearly, he already got plans. That's what it came down to. There's already some you know, some heavy,
setup.
some heavy breasts, some big cheeks, something that he planning on getting with. Because you know, that's what he likes. Same as I. You know.
That's my side.
But exactly. But I'm smart enough to know that, you know, because first he was like, what if you didn't know about it? Then I said, well, that's really on her.
Right.
You know, I said, if you ask her, you know, if she don't tell you, and you or you find out after the fact, that's really her. She deceived you. The Lord will
Yep.
show you mercy on that.
Okay.
But you know, and then you just continue to do it, you know. But yeah, so Jake don't want that accountability, man. And it's just, and it made me think about when they called for Barabbas. Read it.
This is Luke 23
Start at 15.
and 15. Let me start at 14. It says, and Pilate, when he had called, Luke 23:13, and Pilate, when he had called together the chief priests and the rulers of the people, said to them, you have brought this man, Yahushua, unto me as one that perverted the people. And behold, I, having examined him before you, have found no fault in this man.
Right, so he was innocent of what they were charging him with. He was innocent. What it was, they just didn't want to hear it.
They didn't want the accountability.
Because they didn't want the accountability. We want to eat pork. All right. Every time my neighbor leaves, I want to continue to pop his wife.
Miss
It's-
Parker.
It's so
You know,
comfortable. The setup.
right.
It's so convenient.
He still want that booty hole. He still want to eat the shrimp.
Scrimp.
He want to shrimp.
Scrimp, nigga.
Right? You know, all that shit. The
All that
abalone,
madness.
the clams, it's an aphrodisiac.
Well, yeah.
Right.
All that, man.
It's an aphrodisiac and all that.
I hate that
He
shit, bro.
wants to do all those things, man. Right, go ahead, bro.
It says, having have found no fault in this man touching those things whereof the accuser, no, nor yet Herod. So Yahushua was examined by two heads, the king and Pontius Pilate. Right? No fault. It says, for I sent you to him, and lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him. I will therefore chastise him and release him. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. And they cried out all at once, saying, away with this man, and release to us Barabbas.
Right, so this dude was in that Barabbas spirit. All right? And the hell with all that. First you were so amazed at all the prophecies and everything that's going on. And we the chosen people. Oh, that's cool, man. But now you can't get them cheeks. That belongs to another man.
Right.
He had a problem with that.
And you know what, Elder Malcolm?
He had a problem with that. Which means and then it made me reflect on the whole conversation. He wanted to know because he was thinking about it. And then I gave, that's why the conversation turned to fornication and adultery.
Yeah.
He was trying to get some understanding. And so I gave him understanding. And then when he heard he got that answer he didn't like it. You know, it's like, you know, it's funny, it was a song that was on, it was a Nirvana song. And he said something about, you know, the song, he said, you didn't sleep here last night? And we all heard it, and I was like, damn. And you know, and so she didn't sleep with you last night. You know, she slept somewhere. Somebody slept with her.
Yeah.
Right? So there's some questions you don't want to just don't want to know the answer to. Right?
Yep.
Even though you might want to know the answer to it, you really don't.
Exactly.
And so he was trying to figure out, you know, what was what when I broke it down to you. You know? So it turns out, I'm just going to sort of put two and two together. What happened was he probably was dealing with this girl who wasn't with her man, but in the midst of her dealing with him, she and her man made up or whatever. But he wants some more because she was still willing to because she liked it. You know, so which means she really hasn't reconciled with her man. All right? And that's what and I'm just putting two and two together. More than likely, that's exactly what was going on. Because she you know, she ended up going back to her man, but he's still here. So, go ahead.
This is Hebrews 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
And I couldn't remember that scripture. That was in my head, man. Read it, call it and read it again, brother Baba.
Hebrews 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, I know I ain't supposed to. I was on a bus yesterday. I got on the bus in Chicago and David, man. Why Jake on the back too? This the right of the Southern Kingdom, brother. Green eyes. With a raspy ass voice. These niggas on the bus doing coke off their phones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never seen them shit. I'm like,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why
Something like
everybody looking at me.
phenomenon.
Everybody looking at you because you sniffing shit
Right.
off your phone. Like,
They riding the white horse.
people need to mind they
Going
dead.
through my mind.
I'm
Right.
grown. I'm homeless, but I'm grown.
What the?
I'm like, this is. He right. Yeah, and then here go Issachar. Yeah, they always trying to judge, Holmes. I'm like, these niggas.
But see, that's how you know Jake know they doing some wrong shit.
Right, because they want to start, out trying to make everybody that's looking at them talking down like they're the right and everybody else in the wrong.
Like
Because
they
you walk to
victims.
the back, you sit on the bus, everybody sit down. You just ain't used to seeing a dude sniffing shit off his phone.
That's
And they had, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, man.
I was on blue nigga with no legs, man. He was stuck in the
I'm-
goddamn fat fight. He had the plastic shit.
He's lost
He
it.
had the little tube. He grabbed his rocks and stuffed it. I'm thankful he didn't start a smoke. Yeah, he just stuffed it. And he just sat there just.
He just got it ready.
Yeah, he was waiting for it to stop.
so he lost his legs and his mind.
Man, yeah. Yeah, this goddamn mind just loading up the crack pipe. Man.
Wow,
Maybe he
bro.
lost his legs when he turned the crack.
Hi.
Whatever it is, he got the Lord is playing this shit. He got a messed up judgment, man. Go ahead, bro. Bring it up.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right there.
And,
Very good scripture.
yeah, the Lord just get over to they on the place. Let it destroy themselves. No legs. He got no legs, and crack like the Lord just put, give over to your own devices.
I see some cats, even some chicks, they ain't got no legs, but they upper body swole as fuck. Because they find something positive to do, man.
Yeah.
They start lifting weights, man. You see a dude roll up to the pull-up bar, he just start tearing off.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah, tearing off, man. I'm like, damn. Badass wrestler. You know? I got something.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 10. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets. This is the book of Isaiah 10 and Isaiah 30 and 9. It says that this a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Yeah, a lot of people want to they don't want to hear about the word of God. Verse 10, it says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit, so I want to be lied to. And they want to hear things that make their flesh feel good.
Yep.
Yep. And then they can break out to the song and dance, and praise dance.
Oh.
And God. They want to hear that feel right.
Catfish.
Right. Sister so-and-so will have a fish fry after church. You know the fish is catfish.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Whiskers and all.
When catfish and spaghetti, you know the meat is pork.
100%.
All right.
Italian sausage.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. And that's Jake. And then they swear they doing something right, man. All right?
Lucky,
I got something right quick.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 2 and 3. He said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are imputed children, stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet they shall know that there have been a prophet among them. And this is the power the prophets have brought forth, pursuant to Yahweh Shai. our people of Israel have always been rebellious. They have never hearkened unto the truth. They rebelled in the ancient world. They rebelled even unto this very day. Even with the prophets on every corner telling them what's going on. That the world, the Esau Edom kingdom is about to be destroyed, and it's time to repent, wake out of sleep, but they refuse to hearken. But that they gonna get their just punishment.
And to
That's right.
clearly see the mistreatment and the injustices that are done, against our people, man. Clear and horrific injustices done right before your face, man.
Yeah.
And the double standards that are
Oh,
done.
yeah.
All right, but let's finish that.
This is Luke 23.
No, back to the 22. Yeah, let's go back to that now.
Oh,
Robert, Steve.
I got the calendar.
Okay, come.
This is Luke 23 and 18. And they cried out all at once, saying, "Away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas, for a certain sedition made in the city, and for murder was cast into prison." All right, so Barabbas was a goddamn hellraiser, and he was a
He's
murderer.
a thief and a murderer.
And a murderer.
So this dude is taking people's lives and stealing shit.
Right,
I mean, that's how much lower can you get?
right.
Unless you're killing, women and children or some shit.
Right.
You can't get much lower than that. And a thief and a murderer.
Right.
All right, go ahead,
And
brother.
in other words, sedition means someone that causes uprising against the government, man. So this dude was just an all-out knucklehead, man. It says, verse 20, Pilate, therefore, willing to release Yahushua, spake again to them.
A man who he found no fault, and even Herod found no fault. So the two heads,
Right.
all right, both the Roman head and the Edomite head, well, they both Edomites, all right, the imposter head, the Jewish guy, found no fault, man.
Right. It says, spake again to them. So he spake again. And it said, but they cried, saying, "Crucify him, crucify him."
Yep.
And he said unto them the third time, "Why? What evil has he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go."
Right. In this generation, these niggas and spiggers and these scattered speckled birds, this generation is here now, they the same ones that was there back then, man. That same spirit is in the earth. Of rebellion, disrespect.
Disrespect to authority. That's what that word impudent means. No regard for authority.
And look, that's why a lot of these niggas, and that's why a lot of niggas, right, they get out with this Islam and shit, right, and all these other diverse camps and weird comedic shit, because it's one other thing about the truth. You have to answer the men. Niggas don't like answering the men.
Right.
They don't like order. They don't like being rebuked.
Unless they had a female over.
I was just gonna say, they'd
That's
rather
why I
answer
said
to a
they down
bitch.
with that.
They would
They
rather
down
answer
with that.
to a bitch.
And now listen, and then the Islam camps talking about not the Muslims.
Them Islam, FOI
Islam,
niggas.
FOI guys talking about they clean.
These, them Martian
They
niggas.
clean, right? Because them real Muslims,
Good ass niggas,
them
man.
real Muslim dudes got their women walking behind them.
That's right.
Got their women at home.
That's right.
Got multiple wives.
That's right.
All right? They ain't with all that, They women ain't walking around in public. They women don't have a voice and all that mess. They woman mouth is used to communicate to them and to put it up on their rod. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. All right? So, but Jake just don't like order. Matter of fact, it reminds me of something.
Jake don't like order. That's it, man. See, and they know, oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that. Oh, I gotta do this.
What I wrote down, I'm always writing notes.
Cause you can see a nigga saying that without him actually
That's what I
saying
do,
it, man.
I be in a movie writing shit. I got a pad when I'm sitting in movies writing shit. So I can do lessons later. That's just me. But these are statistics. This was on that little redhead Edomite chick. I'm sure she was going in on all these women. Nigga women especially, but she was going in on all these women. They got this Western
Pearly.
Yeah, hey. Pearly good to go, man.
I got some pearls for you.
Man, y'all smoke.
Necklace kind.
It's all right.
But that's okay. Pearly got friends.
Yes,
All right.
And they white.
White. Let's go.
And then what?
Okay? But I was watching this one show and I watched it, and then Shotgun did a response to it.
Perfect.
I was like, you know what? I gotta do something with this now. Because I seen it way before he put his video up. But his video was good, so just to have promotion. But he was on some statistics. Alright? On single mother statistics.
Oh shit, here we go.
Let's go.
And what's going on with the single woman, the single mother in America, not just the black woman, mainly the black woman,
Of course.
the so-called black woman, mainly her, because this was really targeted at so-called black people. It just happens to be affecting everyone else now, and even the so-called white people. Right? It's affecting them now as well. All right? Because the Northern Kingdom had a little bit more tighter family unit, but now this shit is affecting them as well. Because you'll come across it, and you know, this right girl that got 5, 6 baby daddies too.
Yep.
So it's affecting everybody, white women included. All right, but this is
The modern
the
woman.
statistics of single mothers in the West, mainly in America. It says
Bring it out.
63% of the teenage suicides are committed by teenagers that grew up in a single parent home, a mother, all right, single mother home. Okay, whole time the guy started reading this, the girls in the background. You can't put that on the mother.
Right.
You can't put that on the mother.
Every time.
And
This-
Brody had to shut it down and say he's reading statistics. He ain't
Right.
shit about it.
These are the facts.
These are fucking facts. Because they go with the facts and then they go with the other points.
Right.
You know, she said, no, we're not going to go with the norms or the exceptions to the rule. We're going to go with the facts. So these were the facts. All right? 63% of suicides of young people that commit suicides grew up in a single home with their mother.
Yep.
All right? 90% of homeless and runaways grew up in a single household with their mother.
Yep.
85% of people, of children, young adults with behavioral problems grew up with a single parent, their mother.
Oh yeah.
80% of grapists, I can't say the other word, all right? Of grapists, you know what I'm talking about, grew with anger problems, grew up in a single parent home with their mother. 71% of school dropouts grew up in a single parent home with their mother, right? 70% of people in institutions for mental issues and stuff, single parent household with their mother. 80% in prison. 80% single household with their mother.
That's-
and then opposite of that, the one male percentage, 77% of children that grew up in a single household with their father, finished high school, went off to the military or college. 77%.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Yeah.
That was a single parent that grew up with their father.
A single dad household.
So
Yep.
because the thing is that
Damn.
these women need you later now.
You got it. You got it. That was a good one.
But because I was speaking.
You deserve it.
But nevertheless, it still falls on order, and the order that they disregard.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the Lord gave an order, and our people hate order, both the men and the women.
Yep.
Right?
Ooh, I, just to put some more paint where I was just talking to Kanasala earlier, right? So whatever year that was when Kevin Durant won the MVP for the basketball league, right? He went viral, and a quote went around the world. He said, "Mom, I owe this all to you. You're the real MVP, Mom." And that went crazy, right? And you know, she got all the praise, right? Because he didn't have his father,
And
right?
even Bill Cosby did a joke on it. He talked about how he was out there throwing the ball. You was out there doing all the stuff, taking them to the games, and you know, and doing all that stuff. And then he makes it to the big time, gets on TV, and the camera, and the first thing, "Hi, Mom."
Hey, Mom. That's
Mom,
crazy.
it's like,
It's crazy.
nigga,
Wait,
right?
hold
Your
on.
mom she didn't throw no balls.
Except for the
None
ones
of
in
that
my
shit.
mouth.
And see, look how they try to lightweight, you know, not even lightweight, just like downplay the accolade of what's my nigga name? LeVar Ball. What's the daddy name?
LeVar
First of
Ball.
all,
He got
his name-
4 kids in the NBA, all so-called black men.
Right.
They tried to
What
say,
if he was a white man?
come on, man.
He'll be on every fucking Wheaties
Wow,
commercial.
that- I
Why
didn't
did
even
he
know
do it?
that.
But
He got
Lonzo
four-
Ball, daddy, he got 4 kids in the
got-
NBA all
So what's that telling you? That ain't got nothing to do with their
Hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
And he got a white woman.
Hey,
Yeah.
let him
He got a
know.
white woman. That's how he raised them black boys to be successful.
Hold on, wait a minute. But this the funny
He
part.
got that white
Hey,
woman.
look
man.
at that woman that actually has stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And in
Black
order.
boys, man.
And in order.
Oh,
She in order too.
And in order. But wait a minute though. The elder just went up. He just read off all those statistics, right?
Facts.
So wait a minute. If when that son or child turns out great, extraordinary, the mom gets all the credit.
Yep.
Wait a minute. As soon as you read off all those statistics, what's the first thing they do? They say, well, if his daddy was in the household, no, bitch.
That's some backwards
And guess what? If he comes out extraordinary, you get all the credit. But when they turn out delinquents, guess who gets all the fucking blame? You should. Because what?
Oh, man.
They grew up under your tutelage,
Yep.
under your household, man.
exactly.
So no, yeah, that's the double standard. When
Yep.
that motherfucker turn out a delinquent, no, it's not the father's fault. It's not the father to blame. You're to blame. So when you look at the Israelite community, who's to blame? The fucking mom.
They don't want to take accountability.
No accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got women that destroy their households.
Yes, sir.
Right? Somebody read out Isaiah 42:22. Right?
That shit over.
Because the majority of the people in the jails in the prison system is our people. Now we know that the flip side of this whole thing is that Amalek set all this shit up.
Oh,
All right, he set it up. You women bump that shit.
Got 3 sons in the NBA.
Hook, hook, line, and sinker.
Now that's Black history. This nigga got 3 sons in the NBA. That should be talked
Come on,
about.
man. That should
That
be
shit
regulated.
cold. I don't even like basketball. I hate sports, and I don't love when niggas want to play with balls. But that's spectacular.
Hey, brother, that's why I favor return to combat sport. I ain't fucking no sports with balls either.
Yeah, man. I don't bounce no
Them
balls and
niggas
running for
play with
niggas,
balls
man.
or something.
I'm
I
a
always
junkie.
wanted to dunk them.
It's Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this people, this is a people brought and spoiled. They are all become scared in holes, and they are hid in cursed houses. But this is a people brought and spoiled. They are all become snared in holes, and they are hid in present houses. They are for the prey and not for a spoil and not set or stone.
Right, the majority, what he just read right there, the majority of those people from the past forever, that's been Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Absolutely.
And that, it wasn't until this opioid fentanyl thing, so now it's beginning to be white males are starting to dominate the prisons now. Only because of that.
And the more.
All right, and the more, yeah. Only
Good. Call out me, how about you?
Call out,
Right,
y'all,
right,
shoot,
because
outside.
most of them are getting in trouble, and they don't, you know, they don't spend too much time in jail anyway because they're dying, right?
Yep.
And that clearly that fentanyl is, she ain't cold. She just
Which one?
She
That
just standing
bitch
there.
across
She
the street.
carrying a coat with a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, they be like that outside all
I'm
night.
like, baby, you ain't cold.
In the line waiting on the club
She
and all
just
that.
chilling.
Oh yeah. Half naked.
Yeah, they be
Getting
like that. They
snowed
don't even have clothes on.
Yeah.
You see them snows I was with, the bitches didn't have on no coat or nothing.
Damn, you was outside the whole time?
Hell
When
yeah.
That little short when they was dancing?
Hell yeah, the
They
snow
was
in the
outside?
sun, man. You gotta have the snow in the
Damn,
snow.
I thought y'all was just
Snow in the snow.
The snow was in the snow. A lot of niggas can't say that. I just did it to do that.
But these people that's robbed and spoiled is our people. And it's sad, and it's Esau Edom that set that system up. Right? But our women, you know, they joined up to that hook, line, and sinker, man. They helped to thwart the destruction of our people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you niggas act like y'all don't see this, man. And that's what killed me about a lot of you fucking ass niggas out there, right? Especially you niggas with baby mamas, right? When I be talking shit about, like, especially Keisha, you know, when I be getting down with black women and shit, you know, niggas acting crazy like, what about your mama? And all, nigga, your mama was your daddy problem. You got kids, look at what your baby mama brought you through. Your mama and your raggedy ass aunties did the same shit to your daddy and your uncle did. Shut your soft ass up. But going back
You
to
know what
the
else is happening too? You know what's happening? These women going back to the 80s and 90s that fuck men's lives up with child support. You know what's happening? Their sons are growing up and being victims of the shit.
Yep.
And now they see it. Now they all, their sons are growing up and being victims of that unrighteous, fraudulent, Title 14. And now they see the devastation of it. Right when it's happening to your son.
Now he got to move back in with you.
You know?
Took his license, took his money for nothing. All because she got hot in the ass and wanted to jump to another dick. Now he got to pay the rewards of treason. That's what I call it. I don't call it child support. I call it the rewards of treason. Because that's all it is.
Huh?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh,
When
see.
she first puts in the fucking paperwork, the fucking payments start. So by the time they hit you, you already owe $69,000.
Yeah, so if it take them a couple
Damn.
years, you put it to you. You know?
Oh, wait a minute.
You gonna mention
I
it?
just fucking found out.
5K.
Fucking, if your kids are bad, which they will be under her roof, she will have her teachers document their behavior, and she will get an SSI check for your children, man.
Yeah.
And it will automatically, depending on how many kids you got, if they're from the same father, it automatically goes down. This bitch is getting child support on top of $900 a month per fucking kid, man.
And free food.
On top of
Free food.
top of Section 8 housing, man.
Yeah.
To tell you a bum, because you got to really go to work.
Oh, wait a minute. And Section 8 will pay for their fucking college.
Reach.
So
What the fuck do they...
So how y'all oppressed?
But look,
Right.
And look what the imbalance is. And now you got all these women on the internet crying that their men don't want them and all this other bullshit. Well, look what you've done to them. And look how unfair the system is collectively.
Man.
You can't brag about winning a race that was rigged for you to win. Come on. You bragging, now you acting like Esau.
Right.
You bragging about how you got all these degrees and all them guys that you grew up with and went to school with. Don't get it twisted. They were not afforded the same opportunity.
At all.
Not at all.
Not at all. No matter how much you would like to say so, they were not. All right. I went through that process for the grants and stuff and everything. Write the letter. I'm pretty good at writing. And I wrote a letter and got my stepdaughter a grant, and she was able to actually go to school. All right. And when I got there, there was a lot of young Issacharite males that were there, and little Judite males that were there. By the time the whole process was over, it was a room full of little nigga women and little speaker women, and maybe 4 or 5 males. They got the opportunity. So they eliminated all. And I'm thinking, damn, what happened to all them guys?
Yeah.
They shot them down. So what that means, all these girls is gonna have opportunities to outshine and surpass them.
Yes.
And financially, and et cetera, et cetera. And then they'll want to go deal with Esau. The other evil. They talk down to their own men at the end.
Yeah.
And then it's very, and I don't know if they do that with Edomites, but they definitely do that with Jacob. So I saw with my own eyes how they were uplifting. They were purposely putting these young girls over these young males.
Yes.
They were not getting the same opportunity.
Yes.
Because all I could think about was, damn, what is she?
No, he's getting that.
To do?
A little bit.
What if it
Oh,
was
just
her brother
close.
and not her? You know?
Right.
Because they wouldn't have get with her brother fucking ass. But that's beside.
I know what you're trying to say.
But
That's some heavy shit,
But
man.
the point being is that I witnessed this shit, man. So this is what they do. They purposely elevate the Israelite woman over the men at a very young age, man. So any of you women that got all these degrees and you done got all this grants and free school and this, that, free babysitting so you can do all this, don't think yourself, above your man.
No value.
Your man don't want you.
Right.
The ones that do get on, they get their passports and they out of here.
Hey, this one nigga said passport to child support, and I don't, but me, I get on the red line to get mine.
Hey, look.
One of a kind. This shit different. It's different.
I'm gonna tell you, man. It's you gotta be wise, cause guys I came up with,
Child passport to child
we had the one friend that was a few years younger than us. All right, big meaty, the giant, big.
yeah, I see that.
He was the biggest, but he was the youngest. All right, He watched all of us who got hooked up young. He watched us all go through all this shit with women. He was like, hey, he was like, fuck that, I see what y'all doing. He sat back and I kept telling him, but he fucked up though, because he had a badass Japanese bro. And he let go, he was actually married to. But he got tired of all the sneering he was getting from the nigga and let her go and went back to a nigga and went back to miserable and shit.
Stupid.
I was like, hey, your ass should never let Yoko go. He had his own Yoko. Never let, and then he got salty because he ran into Yoko, all right? And Yoko walked around with another big ass dude who looked just like him.
Damn.
A carbon copy.
With a baby.
Damn. Damn. It only gets worse.
That jagged ass spirit, man.
Damn.
Hey, man, as soon as I get with these heathen bitches, not that you gonna wipe them or not, but you gotta be in that spirit. You gotta get happy.
I never seen him. She never argued with
That's
him.
crazy,
She
man.
gave him money when he needed it. She took care of him. You know?
See, it's like yo, but this is why you can't give a fuck about what she's saying. You can't.
He was on point.
Damn, man.
The women all them years because he got his son.
Damn, man.
All right. He got Dylan, but shit, he didn't have Dylan till he was in the service.
Come on, man.
Right? Because he saw all the shit we went through. And he was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know? And I kept telling him, I don't do it. Then he got Yoko, I was like, now you can do it. But then he let Yoko go to try to please the woman that don't even wear home hair.
Come on, man.
Right?
Listen to these nigga women and their opinions. I know better.
He had two funky ass women, one from Louisiana and the other.
Come on, man.
A voodoo ass?
Come on, man.
And I was like, man, why? And when I saw her, I actually got mad at her. I was like, man,
I'll try.
You gonna leave Yoko for this?
Listen, man, if the merch do that, y'all better rebuke me in the physical.
That's right.
He said the
I ain't
physical.
scared to go for fucking twice. Yeah.
I was like, man,
Rebuke me in the physical.
yeah, because Yoko paid for money. Yoko probably had big money.
Hey, I done got violated by niggas in the
I was
world.
like,
Y'all can do
I
that.
said, you should have stayed with Yoko.
What
Hey,
the
it is
hell?
what it is.
And the Lord jacked him up, man. Hey, it's a nigga that Patak, the brother Patak grew up with. They went to school together, and you know he like us. You know he don't like niggas he grew up with or something. But you got the few token niggas that you really fuck with. And I was there. I seen it. He had this white bitch, and I seen him. Like I met the nigga and everything, and you know they came up to chop it up with us and everything. And this nigga was finna really deal with the bitch. He was really finna deal with her, and then she ended up fagging off on him or whatever, or Breaking Bad, or whatever she wanted to do. And he started getting scrutiny. But Patak, he actually took his time to drive all the way out there to the suburbs, went over there, consoled him, fucked some drink with him, gave some game. They told him this shit, just keep that thing, get you another white bitch, or this or that, or if y'all get back together, deal with it, whatever. Man, 5 months later, this nigga got the black one.
Oh, no.
Ripping his ass up.
Hit down bad.
Ripping his ass. It's the same story. He on swole and all that, bro.
Oh, no,
Like,
man.
it's the
waste.
black one. We look at this nigga all over with the black one. I said, I can't believe it, bro.
That's
It's
crazy.
the same story. I
Hey,
got
look,
to
Michael 7 and 10 is
I
real,
got it
man.
right here.
I get it.
Yeah.
I got
Michael
it
7
right
and
here.
10. Collectively, I'm not going to say all, because there are women that are going to be saved in childbirth. But collectively, our women really are against this. Right? And it is crazy how the heathen women are gravitating more toward Jake than their own women are. It's crazy, man. The world, this truly is a mad world, man.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, because a lot of us, we try to sneak past that. It says you will be saved in childbearing if you continue in faithfulness, charity, and sobriety.
Yes.
Don't think just because you had a man before a kid, you got that golden ticket.
Nah.
Your ass will still be judged. You talking like a great man.
Yeah, the Lord will deliver his children. And deliver him and leave your ass out here hanging.
Your ass out of
That's what happened a lot. That's what happened a lot. There's a whole story a lot. His wife looked back. Now, ain't not some unseemly shit happened about that, but that's how the Lord had it happen. But that's the same exact story.
Yeah.
He delivered Lot, his daughters, killed the bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Ezekiel's wife
Ezekiel's wife,
got her up out of there.
and told him to go preach.
Don't cry. Don't lament. Put your boots on the ground.
You gonna be like what was his name? Sergeant Silas, the one who got left. Yeah, you know, running from a platoon of gooch with holes in it. The helicopter slash the chariot flying off.
Flying right off on your ass.
And that's the last thing you
This
see.
is the chopper. You ain't gonna hear Arnold talk about get to the chopper, nigga. Your ass done.
Get to the chopper.
Your ass through. Hey, this is just going into what the elder said, especially going back to what he was saying with his daughter in the college situation thing. This is Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Boom.
I bear witness. We all bear witness to that. I'm in an apprenticeship. I go to apprenticeship class once a week. The fucking chief engineer, it's 2 black women, and it's like 20 men, right? He sat there, he said, a company will literally search you out and give you preference over men. He said they're literally looking for black and brown women to give them a position when y'all graduate.
Oh, definitely. Even the so-called
that too.
They'll lift her up too, because one of that's a long-time clients. She's an engineer and her business is very successful. Now, granted, she is good at what she does, but there's a lot of engineers that don't get the business she gets. Right, because she's a pretty lady with a curvy little body and some big old titties.
Right.
And so she gets all the business.
I think bad business, the reason why she be cutting hair.
She get
BBLs.
Right.
Cutting hair.
Right, the man sitting over the chair, did all them hours in school, cut hair, he's sitting over there twiddling the stone, this bitch got a line out the door.
Right. Nigga cold. He cold.
Flew outside cold, shaking. Wait his turn.
Man.
And again, he's good too.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking true, man. It's true.
Simple
That's
as
how
it
this
is, man.
society is set up. But there's another side to that. Because what? As this society crumbles, Esau's gonna pull the rug out from under him.
Exactly.
All right? Hey,
He is.
if you got Link, Section 8, you get child support, you getting all this other shit. Well, guess what? If you want to continue to have those dainties, when he come with that MOTB, or when he come out with another jump shot, when another pandemic comes out, and you got to put some needle juice in.
With the new improved blood clot 19.
Yeah.
Right?
It come out with the cure.
With the cure.
Hey, you can scarf if you want to. Blood clot 19 was dropping. Like Mike Tyson in his heyday.
Drop.
Right? Set lights off, man.
You gonna come to the fight, know what's happening.
Let's go.
Niggas getting dropped.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, when I was a shorty, right? You know, we used to have that shit.
And it's still dropping.
We used to have these trains. We used to have these little race trains and little race cars. We had the batteries in the back. Motherfucker, and motherfucker say battery sold separate. This shit ain't even sold separate. They got the shit and the cure right now. This shit, I ain't never seen shit come with the battery. That motherfucker coming right included. Here go the pack. Look, right included. We know you got this shit. We gonna bring this out and the cure right with it. They showed you that shit on that movie, X-Men 3, when they had the cure, and all them niggas was lined, the so-called cure, all them niggas was lined up around the corner, the mutants,
Here you are,
and it
man.
really killed them. It took their power.
It took their powers and killed them. So here you are, special individual. You can do shit that other people can't do. You know, why would you want to get that up?
Right, I'm Israelite. I ain't taking this shit.
Why would you want to get that? That's exactly what that was representation.
Yeah, it was.
You know, because we already told you, the X-Men symbol is at the top.
Yeah.
Right? So why would they why would they use that symbol? They use a Hebrew letter to identify the X-Men.
Yep.
Right? But nevertheless, you're right. So why would you want to be normal? When you special?
We saw the fuck your
It's
ass.
funny. I watched this movie that it was one of the movies, man, that it started off real good, had great potential, and then somewhere along the line, it kind of lost it. But I was so invested in the movie, I still just wanted to see what happened at the end. So I suffered through it. But nevertheless, there's one scene in the movie that stands out, all right? And it just makes me think about the elect versus the 2/3, or being an Israelite or Israelite, but who hated their Israelite? When the Israelites got everything perfect. And there was a kid, and the basically was called Wolf. And it was about these people who were werewolves. There was 3 types, all right? You had the pure bloods, which was practically immortal. That means both your parents was a werewolf, and they were stronger than the other werewolves. I mean, you know, the werewolves can rip other people apart.
Oh, yeah.
They can rip other werewolves apart. And their presence, they were so strong. Even all the other werewolves and wolves knew, just in their presence, they already knew, like, your shit on 9,000.
Right. Over 9,000?
They already knew. So you have 3 types. You have the one who got infected, meaning they got bit or scratched or whatever, and they turned, and they were like the lowest rank. Then you had those who one of their parents, like when their parents fell in love with a human, knocked up a human or had a baby by a human, and so you was that way. But then you had the pure bloods, and it comes down to this dude shows up in town because he wakes up one day. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I don't want to do all this shit, but it's a point to it.
We ain't got nothing but time.
But he wakes up one day. He's a teenager and he's playing football, and all of a sudden he started doing shit on the football field that just didn't make sense physically. Got everybody like, what the fuck, you know? And so he's trying to figure out what the fuck. He's like, damn, I knew I was fast. I knew I was strong. Goddamn, what the fuck is this? So he's in the car with his little chick and girlfriend. After the game, they up in the hills in the little car, you know, making out and shit. And so they get ready to, you know, get down to their thing. He started changing it. And so she's like, what the fuck? You know, his eyes changed color, his mouth grew big, claws and shit coming out.
Oh,
and he trying to kiss a man. And she like, oh shit. And he like, what's wrong? She out of there. So he gets out the car. Next scene, he's at home, sleeping, and he wakes up on the couch and he's covered in blood.
Oh.
So he gets up, and so he's calling for his mother and father.
He thought he ran a
He's
red
going
light.
around in the room. His mother and father is running pieces and half eaten. He thinks that he did it. And then he's like, oh shit, he freaking the fuck out. The car pulls up, and his girlfriend getting out the car pointing. When the police on their way up to the house, he went out the window. He was
I want to watch this movie.
right? He's out of there. And he goes to a bar and starts drinking. And there's one dude singles him out the bar and starts drinking with a crazy looking dude, scarred up with a fucked up eye. And so the dude talking to him, and you know, he just shooting shit with him. And then the dude revealed to him, basically, the dude got in his face, and he let his face.
He let him know that he
The
knows.
dude was like, and so then he said, it's all right, son. I know your problems. So then he started talking to him, and he was like, okay, this is what the fuck are we? What the fuck is this? I can control this shit every time this shit come out. Exactly. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's just how we are attracted to the spirit of those who are like us.
Yep.
That's right.
All right?
How do you know that's something?
And so he's like, well, how do I get rid of him? And the dude's name was Crazy Joe. And Crazy Joe picks up a
It's Crazy Joe. It's the brother Joe.
And so, and he like way across the room playing darts. Crazy Joe picks up a dart, and while not even looking at him, throws the dart, hits the bullseye, skins the damn Issacharist's ear, hits the bullseye.
Damn.
And he says, why would you want to be like that?
Let's go.
Hey, look.
You know, so,
That's heavy, man.
So we want to be of the, hey, look, man, we want that
We
reward,
want our power.
man. We want that reward.
We want our power, man.
Exactly.
Hey, and that, as I was listening to the elder break that down about the 3 different types of werewolves, hey, the scripture break down the 3 classes of men.
Men, yep.
You got the sons of God. When he was tired, I didn't want to interrupt. But you got the sons of God, you got the sons of man, and you got the sons of the wicked. The sons of God are the Israelites. The sons of men are the heathen nations. The the sons of wicked are the so-called white man.
Yep.
That's why in Revelations he said he's going to destroy a third part of man. Who's going to be wiped off the planet of the earth? The so-called white man.
Yep.
So
He's
why
the
would you
only
want to
one.
be like him?
Exactly.
That's all I thought about.
And that was crazy joke. The way, especially the way he grabbed that dart and threw it in between all the people, all the way across the room, skit dude's ear, hit the bullseye.
That's
And
cool.
somebody turned around, what the fuck? And he turned around and was in the bullseye. He just got mad. Right, and Joe just looked at him and said, why would you want to be like that? Right?
This Psalms 82 and 6. It says, I have said, ye are gods,
Right.
and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men,
Exactly.
and fall like one of the princes.
Yep.
Man.
And that's exactly it.
Let's go.
Then this boy, Joe picked up another dart, and he was like, you still haven't told me that. And then Joe sucker punched him and threw the dart. And he's like, what the fuck, man? When he turns around, the dart was sitting in the map in the name of a city called Lupine. And then, and I didn't know what the word Lupine means, like the way of the wolf, or wolf like.
Damn.
So this whole town was full of nothing but wolves.
He really laced his boots.
So because he told him you got to go find who you are, and so that's what he did. All right, and then he shows up to the town, and the head dude, the strongest immortal, all right, immediately knew who the fuck he was.
That shit real.
All right, and then here's the crazy thing: turned out to be his son.
Damn.
Because he got adopted by humans. Right?
I like the fact he stole off his ass. No, but it's
He
good
gave
to
him
say
the game though.
that- exactly.
He told him, you looking for asses? Bam!
Let the righteous man smite.
Smite
That's
the-
why I said
yeah.
I like the fact
And
he
he
stole
hit
off
him, and then when he
because he's a
when
righteous
he turned
man.
around, he hit him to make him turn the other way.
That's why-
And he looked at the dart that he had just threw and it landed on the
I
map.
got scripture.
He put him on game. Right? He put him on game. And so, but he had to go find out Job ain't there. We had to go search out our fathers, man. He sent him to go search out our fathers. Right?
Chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Right. And that's exactly it. And once we begin to search on our fathers, we begin to understand the law, statutes, and commandments. We begin to understand one of the most important high holy days is coming up.
That's right.
Right? And the scriptures that get you ready for it.
That's right.
Exodus the 12th chapter.
That's right.
You know, so like you got some brothers who going to end up doing this thing on their own. Just Exodus the 12th chapter.
That's right.
Right?
Don't
Right?
be bread,
And
nigga.
you don't get rid of all the leaven. You make sure you got some tortillas, some corn chips, something unleavened. Right? You get you some lamb, you get you some wine, you get you some bitter herbs. Read the chapter, say some prayers, and then you're gonna make it difficult. Right? It's not that difficult, man.
I got it.
Right?
We said most
But
of our whole video on
it's important. You know, the whole set, we just rehearsing the righteous acts, man.
Yep.
Truth, we don't know how it's done. We just, did it best. We just rehearsing the righteous acts. We gonna get it right with the Lord.
That's right.
That's right.
That's why he said Malachi, I think it's Malachi 3 and 16. He said in the book of remembrance, the Lord thought about them and spake. He said a book of remembrance was written upon those that thought upon his name. And you can also going back to that Judges 5 and 11, which the Elder Malcolm recorded, rehearsing the righteous acts in the land of drawn waters. You know, the Lord, you know, this is remembrance. This is this scripture was on my mind when I quoted, the brother quoted it, let the righteous man spite me, and how dude really laced his boots, he hit him in the shit. And he showed me the thing. This is one of my favorite scriptures, man. But it made me think about it. This Proverbs 27 in verse 6. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceit. So when a brother rebuke you, or a brother actually take it to you and chastise you, that's faith. He said the wounds of a friend are faith. That shows that this man really cares about you. Now, I like how that's set up. He hit him in his shit and showed him the way. But it said, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful. Hey, how was the Lord just traded on? What did Judas do? That was the kiss of our enemy, man.
Yep.
He came in a sweet way, and even though the Lord knew what was going to happen because he was the Lord, The kids, that's
Still-
why.
still
And
was
still fucking
That's
embrace
why I don't
it.
be
It was-
trying to be none of these
it was
niggas
some-
friends,
it was
bro.
some bitch nigga shit.
These my friends, bro. I ain't none of you niggas
When
friends.
it comes down to
Fuck
it,
you.
what Judas did was some bitch nigga shit. Now, granted, we understand through the spirit what he was trying to get the Lord to act.
God,
You know, he didn't know that all that was going to go down.
he was being impulsive.
But that was the
Exactly.
prophecy, right? When they said when thou now restore the kingdom to Israel, Judas he lost patience. He's like, fuck that, the Lord back. The Lord is here, man. Fuck that. You know what? He had his own plans. He went his own.
He had his own endeavors.
And it ended up getting him restored.
Have his cake and eat it too, man.
That's right.
Nah,
He
man.
he didn't understand that was all these. That was 2 millennia of prophecies that we had.
That's right.
And we had to die and come back, die and come back, die and come back, die and come back. Wadi Halbashin Abashai. This is it, man.
This is call on La Yabashim Yahshua.
We
It's
all
over
make
with.
it out of here on the first trip.
It's
Yeah.
over
But if we
with.
don't, we wake up in the kingdom.
That's right.
So it's a win-win.
It's over with.
All right, it's a win-win, man. The best win is to make it on the first trip.
God knows.
That's number one prize. All
Yes,
right?
sir.
That's the number one prize. Right? Well, actually, that's the number 2 prize. The number 1 prize is to get that power. And then you make it on the first trip. So just making it on the chariot, because everybody that make it on the chariot, not going to get that download. All right? People who get that download, you know, who get them glowing eyes like Thor, you know,
Yes, sir.
you change it to the heart. All right?
See, but that's the thing, hey man. But it starts with understanding this. Faithful are the ones who free. And that's why you can't be a bitch, man, with a brother or check or chastise. Or you can't be scared to do it to another brother because you think he your fucking friend. Faithful are the rules of a friend.
Yes, you know,
That's right.
Because, yeah,
And he let him have it like that.
man, if I'm saying you're doing something wrong, don't let me continue with that. Check me.
Hey, I'm
Right?
serious
And
about
we
what I
all-
said with that.
And we all
the
do
woman.
it. We all have a slip of the tongue. You might say something meaning something else and say something else.
God.
And it's like, man, hold on.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
What you got, brother?
That's right.
Galatians 4:16. I therefore become your enemy because I touch it.
The answer is yes. It's a question, man. That's why the scriptures say that's a good scripture. But that's why the scriptures say they making him an offender by word. Like the elder Yashawamba down in Dallas always brings out. Look at this crazy ass fucking rap music that niggas listen to. They don't deem that as hate speech, but the apostles, the elders, you know, the brothers, we come out here, we make videos. This is hate speech to them because of that right there. They make a man the offender by word.
Hey, I told you that today that you got states and different political entities trying to make the Bible hate speech.
Yeah.
They do intend to get rid of the Bible.
They hate him
best-
and rebuke
you
him in the gate.
best believe that in this NWO that they're trying to establish, the Bible will have no place in it.
Yeah.
You best believe that, man.
Or the
Because they basically want to get rid of Judaism and Christianity too.
Yeah.
They don't want to have people to have any type, even though those are false faiths, right? Both those faiths are false, but they don't want people to Islam as well. They don't want have people. They want a one world, you know, that whole coexist bullshit.
Yeah.
They want to be
They want
God.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be like dude in the month,
Right. Picking
With all the false gods.
right? Because the mummy is coming for his ass. He kept bringing out.
He said,
He
oh, the
kept
language
bringing out
of the slave.
right, and then
The
he
language
finally
of the
saw that
slaves.
damn right. He was like, I can use you. And
Yeah,
then my
he
man
did.
instantly, okay, you my God.
Yeah.
See, that's why the scriptures say the demons believe in do triple because, you know, we don't really walk around with, you know, the 6-point star or nothing like that. But at the same time, and back in the day, you know, Jake did, you know. But nevertheless, it's neither here nor there. But the thing about it is that's symbolic to Hebrew. And he said it. He said the language of the slaves, man. So they know what the truth is, man.
Yep.
That's why the scriptures say the demons believe in tremble.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just watched the video. I think his name is Dawkins. And then there was another professor too. There was a professor speaking on that Egyptology bullshit. Now I forget this professor's name, but it was some book called something of Egypt. He did studies of Egypt. And what he found was that the skulls of Negroes today, right, match the skulls of the slaves in Egypt, but did not match the skulls of the Egyptians. There ain't no getting around this anymore.
Cut.
Right? All that, right. So the slaves that served slavery here,
Have
America, their skulls were identical, just the way the same way that the Negro skull is identical to the Native American or the Mexican skull.
Yep.
With that shovel teeth. All right.
Just like
the
the
skulls
pyramids.
were identical
Yep.
to the slaves here. And here's another one. This is what I'm talking about. This Professor Dawkins, who gave the speech in the 1880s. I think it was 1883. He gave a speech about the same thing. Science. This is science. The word science means to know. Simply that, nothing more. So they excavated and dug up box. All these boxes all across Europe. So from Scotland, Ireland, Britain, Denmark, Sweden, Hungary, Germany, all these black Basque means bodies, by the way. All right? And their skulls match the same skulls that were the slaves in Egypt. Proving, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that so-called black people ruled all over Europe. This is documented history, man, that they just don't like to bring out. You can't fake this shit, man. All right?
I got it. Yeah, I got it. This is Psalm 85:11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Like the other we just going through. You know, the Lord buried everything in the earth, and it's coming out. You can't hide the relics. You can't hide the documentation. You can't hide the doctrine. All of it's coming forth. You know what I mean? So the Lord is revealing everything in these last days, so you're going to be without excuse. Point blank, period.
Yeah, so you got people like Son Nigga. You know, he was trying to scoff the name. How do we know that's the name? Nigga, how we know that Ra's the name? How many gods the Egyptians got? Like 1,500? Thousands. How the fuck y'all know what their names are? Nigga. Okay?
How you know that's Horus penis, man? The phallus. How you know that? Simple ass nigga.
Okay, the Egyptians, alright, the Egyptians were your enemies. Alright, they were not your people.
Yeah, that nigga satanic Hispanic.
Yeah, right.
That nigga's a Semonite.
Right.
With that bullshit, man.
Right. Nigga, you from the Dominican Republic.
I ain't gonna lie.
Chocolate ass nigga.
I ain't gonna lie.
Talking that bullshit.
This is
mango head nigga, man.
And it's Daniel 12:4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." And that's where we at. The knowledge is being scared confused.
So it's too much evidence, too much proof. And you know the funny thing is, like a lot of the videos we don't really talk about history, this undeniable shit that they hate because they can't go against it. They deleted a lot of my videos. But there's a brother, I can't think of his name right now. My videos are popping back up because he downloaded and he re-uploaded all that shit. So a lot of the videos when I went into all this stuff, it's right back up in their face, man. The shit popping up, I'm like, damn, man. Damn. I'm thinking the brother's name is something Yashua. I can't think of his name, man. Whoever this brother is, the water. But you know what? But that was the spirit of the Lord, man. You know? And those are all the real old 10-year-old, 8-year, 9-year-old Maccabean spirit videos.
I got as many of them as I can.
When I went into all that critical history, man, which I learned from and how to research from the elders and the apostles of the great ones. I was already on the history tip. That's what brought me into the truth. All right? You know, I wasn't so religious fanatic. It was the historical parts of the Bible. You know, everybody have their own way, you know, the way that they were drawn to this truth one way or another. Mine was through the history.
I wanted to know which one was real. Out of all
okay, because I believed in the Lord my whole life. I've been reading the Bible since I was a small child, man. I always believed in the Lord. And I knew well before I came into this truth that the Israelites were not white people. I knew that. I knew the Lord was not a so-called white man.
Right.
That was one of the things that helped me leave, that made me leave the Christian church. Because I knew that they weren't telling the truth about that. And it bugged me because I'm like, well, man, they can't tell the truth about what the Lord looks like. What else are they lying about?
His reputation.
Now I know. Now I understand.
His actions.
Now I understand why they were, trying to hide This is like underworld, man. Right? Which happens to be one of my favorite movies on the subject matter with the vampires. Because guess what, man? That underworld movie, and it was written by Jake too. That's really another version of Jacob versus Esau. And the guy, and I don't know if y'all know the great big Jake, the big dude with the deep voice.
Right.
He's the writer of that. He's the one that wrote the movie, man, and he said that the Bible was his inspiration.
Damn.
I'm like, you can't make this shit up. So the Lycans are really Jake, and the vampires was Esau.
Yep.
I'm like, whoa, this shit is.
Hey, that's why dude was boning that dude's daughter. The dude who was wasn't he a wolf?
Yeah, he was a wolf.
He was
That nigga was Jake.
he was the first
This
Lycan.
nigga a Jake.
He was the first.
Right.
So when you
The
think
white man
about
doing it, I said this nigga's a
Lucian.
Jake.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucian.
That's the only
So
part
you
I
think
remember.
about it, before Lucian came, Jake was in darkness. They were just these beasts that couldn't change, couldn't.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, then Lucian came, and then they got awakened to knowledge because Lucian controlled the wild ones that couldn't be controlled. They obeyed him because the big dude told him, before he got changed, he told him, "I saw what you did." And then he didn't even think about it. And he was like, what? He was like, they obeyed you. Because basically, when he changed, and whatever he wanted to them, they all backed down and stopped and left. Right? And he was like, they obeyed you. Right? Because he was different. He was at Psalms 82:6. With the knowledge and understanding of that light, that breath of life had been breathed into him. And then when you watch the second one, it went back to how it did to the beginning. And then it shows you how the Lycans were in slavery under these weaker people. It's like, damn, wait a minute. These Lycans could just grab these vampires, even as strong as you, and just rip them apart. But yet they got them in slavery.
Yeah, shit cold.
I'm like, man, this shit is crazy.
Right. And then the fact that if they ever would have killed their ass during the day, they had the power.
Yeah, and they
The
have
wolves
the
could change all the time. They had no issues.
And the old ones could change at will.
Exactly. They had no issues. That shit was cold.
Then they made that half vampire, half.
Oh yeah, the other movie.
Oh,
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit real, because I never really got into it and shit. And I just never
Hey, any
looked at
brother
it. I
ain't
was
seen it,
laying
you
down.
need, any brother ain't seen it, you need to peep that. And the most amazing thing is that big ass Jake, that big dude with the deep voice,
Yeah.
he's the writer. He acted it. And he was the second in command.
Yeah.
All right? Because it took one of the elders of the vampires to stop him. Because he was running through them. They couldn't stop him.
No, Possible Boy used to say it all the time, man. Especially when you watch the old GMS videos on the street. He used to say it all the time. All these directors get their inspiration from the Bible.
There it is.
All of them. He used to say it all the time. He said all of them. Every single one of them. That was the spirit, man. Because the little piece I did remember Possible, I said, man, this dude right was an Israelite. He said, all these dudes are the Israelites, man. And I wasn't getting heavy into it because I was with this wicked ass Mexican bitch just humping her and shit, taking a break, watching the movie, humping her again. And every time I said, man, these niggas really Jake.
Yeah.
And the other time I was in the county jail, I wasn't trying to watch that shit.
Nevertheless, man, hey, that's something you can, and for the record, y'all smoked on Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, she done.
Yeah, y'all smoke.
Yeah.
She done.
The elder said, what that nigga say on South Central? This an OG call.
Yeah.
You remember Bobby Johnson?
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
said
Yeah.
logo?
Right.
Nigga, this OG call. And I'm keeping.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra 6:27.
Damn, now you just cut the brother off like that. Go ahead. No, rebuke his ass.
No, read it, brother, read it. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6:27. It says, "But evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched." Right, deceit is being quenched by the way of the prophets.
That's right.
The Lord is sending His prophets on the highways and byways, to break down these lies, the strongholds that the so-called white man has put up for years upon years.
For millennia, especially since the time of the Renaissance, they completely whitewashed history. They took they were doing it even in ancient Rome and Greece, because all those Grecian gods that they worshiped, they were all dark men. originally, and they remade Zeus into a so-called white guy, Hercules, Hercules, Thor. They remade them all into, and that's why you got all these white guys running around with the sides of their heads shaved with braids, talking about they Vikings and shit. You know, it's like sorry to hurt your feelings, bro. That went me off, man. Oh, so now you gonna jump? Then I got one dude, one of them we was Canes
and shit.
He was like, oh yeah, when you was Canes and shit, things. Like, oh, so now you gonna say Hitler was black? I'm like, no, I would never.
Nah, we
Nah, bro.
But the point, you know, he trying to be sarcastic. But I was like, and I said no, but the original people who were in Germany before Hitler. Man, I'm like, sorry, bro.
They can't take it, man.
Learn some history, man.
They can't
It's
take
not
it,
that
man.
difficult. The evidence is hell. They got the Coburg Moor.
That's right.
That's evidence by itself. Somebody look up the Coburg Moor if you got something to finish it.
2 Ezra 6:28, it says, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Right, and it's being declared right now by the men in the highways and byways that Yahweh Shemiah shall set up, starting with our elders and our apostles on down.
That's right, man.
It's teaching us the truth, you know, proclaiming this truth. This, the so-called white man can't have it, no matter how many channels he shut down, no matter how, you know, what he cuts out. This truth is going to get out there one way or another.
As a matter of fact, you remember that beer commercial, Low and Brown? Low and Brown. That was called Morin. Original. All right? They had a Moorhead beer. Why would a bunch of German people, all right, a bunch of so-called white people in Germany have Moorhead beer with a Jake, with a short neck afro, with a white bandana on, white meat.
Just keep your feet right there on the edge.
That was the symbol of there he is. That's the Coburg Moor. So why would white people, all right, supposedly the cradle of white superiority, have this image? These images are still in Germany to this day, man. All right, and I'm pretty sure that image goes back to the 1600s and 1700s. That's him. And look, and then you can see that these are coats of arms. These were families. Come on, man. The evidence and screenshots sent that to me. I've been trying to find that one for years. Couldn't find it. See, but yeah, it's too much evidence. Yeah, oh yeah. So the truth is over there, man. And even that letter that from that book that what's his name? That Ben Franklin wrote. When he broke down something about the problems of humanity, and he basically talked about the dark flesh or the swarthy flesh of the Germans. All right, explain it to you. He said something to the effect that white people, which was made up, are very small throughout the earth. Why should they be here in America as well? You know, we let the swarthy